Yes, sir.
So can somebody tell me what did we do last time?
There is sums related to redeemable bonds.
I did not get you. So sorry. If you can just repeat.
Sir, bond valuation of redeemable bonds.
Bond valuation of redeemable bonds. So can somebody tell me what is the formula? How do we calculate bond valuation or bond value of a redeemable bond? Can I say bond value is interest into annual interest into present value annuity factor at required rate of return for the period of bond plus maturity value into present value factor at required rate of return for the nth period. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So when the bond price is greater than bond value, we purchase the bond. That is the recommendation. Is that correct? When the bond price is greater than
No,
bond
sir, we don't
value,
purchase it.
No, sir.
No,
We
why
we
don't
don't
don't we
purchase.
purchase.
why do we recommend not to purchase? What is the reason behind it?
Because it will not get to the expected rate of return.
Okay, because the investor will not get the expected rate of return. Is there any other reason for it? Do we have any other reason than this?
He will be in a loss, sir.
Uh, Kajal, I would not agree with you. He will not be in a loss, but he will not earn the expected rate of return. Not earning the expected rate of return is the only reason for not purchasing the bond at the given rate. At your expectation, if you have some expectation, say for example, you have an expectation to earn 10%. That's the reason why you have come to a particular value. If you change that value, can I say your returns will change and that will not match your expectation? If you change your expectation, then the values will change accordingly. Now we need to start with yield to maturity, and then we will go ahead with the bond duration. I'm just waiting for the whiteboard to open. Okay, it has opened up. So once it is there in front of you, I'll start with the yield to maturity. Now, what is yield to maturity and everything, I'll explain. Just wait for some time. Are you all able to see my screen?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, I'll share it again. I think it should be visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are starting with yield to maturity. It is also known as bond yield. Okay. Short form of yield to maturity, YTM. Now, what is yield to maturity or bond? Okay. Till now, we had done calculations wherein that if we hold to maturity and our expectation is to earn, then what value we should buy at. Till now, what we did was, if we hold to maturity and our expected rate of return is 10%, then at what value we should. Now what we are doing is, we know the purchase price, we know how much is the maturity value, we know how much is the annual interest, and then if we hold till maturity, then how much will be our yield, or in other words, returns. I hope you got to know. Here, what we are the return or yield at a given price we have already bought. We know how much we are going to get on maturity. We know how much is the annual interest. Now, if we hold up to maturity, then how much return do we get? That is what we are going to calculate. So the formula for yield to maturity is YTM is equal to I plus bracket open maturity divided by n divided by maturity value. Copy this down, then I'll write down the full forms. Copy this down, then we'll write down the forms. YTM can also be called as internal rate of return of the bond. When we want to find out IRR, the internal rate of return, that is the rate at which the bond is going to give us a return, is known as IRR of the bond. So YTM is also known as bond yield. It is also a internal rate of return of the bond or debentures, whatever you want to call it up. In this copy, shall I go ahead? If
Yes,
you
sir.
want, you can write. You can also write down over here IRR of bond. Write down a question. Bond A, coupon rate 12%, maturity 10 years, purchase price 70, face value rupees 100. Bond B, face value rupees 1000, coupon rate 10%, maturity 6 years, purchase price 600. Calculate YTM. Is this copied? Shall we start with the solution?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Some people must have already started on and completed also. It's pretty easy and simple. We are finding out YTM. What is the formula of YTM? Can I say interest plus bracket open? Okay, guys, I made one mistake in the formula. I just noticed. Okay, check over here. Okay. हाँ. Check, this is not there. हाँ यहाँ पर check what am I rubbing off. समझा मैंने क्या किया?
Yes, sir.
We are not adding up interest before dividing by n. MV minus PP divided by n है. We add up interest differently. I hope everybody has corrected the formula. If not, please check. I'm writing down again. I have written down the formula again. Please check. Now ITM of A. How much is the interest coupon rate given to us? 12%. 12% of face value rupees 100. That will be 12 rupees. 12 plus. How much will be maturity value in absence of information given?
100.
100.
100.
It will be at par. So we know that we have purchased at 70 rupees and the life of the bond is 10 years. The whole divided by 100 plus 70 divided by 2. Now I think it is very simple mathematics for you along with the help of calculator. So can I say 12 plus 30 divided by 10? That will give us T divided by 170 divided by 2. That will be 85. Then I say it will be 15 divided by 85, which is nothing but 0.1765 or 17.65%. Calculate, check, my calculations may be wrong. Is this correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Easy, simple calculations. Continue found B. %, of 1000 rupees face value, 100 plus how much is the maturity value? 1000 in absence of information. Purchase price 600 divided by 6. The whole 1000 plus 600 divided 2. One zero is extra weight, it will be 800 in the denominator.
So you have written 8,000.
Yes, I just mentioned that it is 800 and not 8000. I'm correcting it.
$20.83.
Easy, April.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I'm going fast, let me know so that I can adjust your speed. Write down next question. Calculate YTM of bond 1. Annual interest 12%. face value 100, price of bond 70, maturity value 120, maturity period 10 years, below that write down if bond 2 has a YTM of 18%, which bond is better? Those who all have written a question can start with the calculation of YTM. Bond 1, YTM is equal to interest plus maturity value minus purchase price divided by n, the whole divided by maturity value plus purchase price divided by 2. Substituting the figures, we get that interest is 12, maturity value is 120, purchase price is 70, divided by 10 years, the whole divided by 120 plus 70 divided by 2. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Equal to 12 plus, can I say it will be 5? 50 divided by 10. The whole divided by 95.
95. Yes, sir.
कितना आएगा?
17.89.
17.89.
0.1789, 17.89%. Did everyone get 17.89?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have second question also in the question, which says that bond 1 YTM 17.89. This is what we have calculated just now. Question gives the data that bond 2 YTM is 18%. So which one is better? Can somebody tell me which one is better? Simple mathematics. YTM is yield to
Bond 2.
maturity.
Bond 2.
Perfect. YTM is yield to maturity. You are going to earn 17.89% when you buy bond 1. And if you buy bond 2, you are going to get 18%. So obviously you would like to have better returns. So you will go for bond 2, right? So can I say bond 2 is better? Write down a simple sentence. If bond 2 gives a YTM of 18%, if bond 2 gives a YTM of 18%, then bond 2 is better for investment. Then bond 2 is better for investment. Write down next question. Vijay is considering investment in one of now you write down data in table form where you have column as bond, coupon rate, maturity, purchase price. Bond X 11% coupon rate, 10 years 26. Bond Y 13%, 10 years 9%, 10 years 50. Below the table, write down all the bonds have face value of rupees 100. Now what will you do? This is the question given to you. What will you do?
Calculate the YTM of all the three bonds, and whichever is giving the higher yield, we will prefer that one.
Perfect. Start with your bond. Start with the YTM calculation. Can you give me data for 11%, 10 years, and 76? Okay. 11 rupees plus 100 minus 76 divided by 10, the whole. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. I hope you have already gone it for YTM of Y and Z.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Yeah.
Done, sir.
How much is
Done,
YTM
sir.
for Y?
19.76%.
19.76.
What about Z?
18.67.
18.67%.
18.67.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. So out of this one, should you select
YTM
Bond
of
Y.
Y. Bond Y.
Y? Y. And why will you? Why did you select Y?
it gives the highest return.
Because it has to have.
Highest YTM. Higher the
Yes, sir.
YTM, better it is. Higher the YTM, better it is.
For investment.
Correct. Now I have a question for you. Okay. If I add up one sentence in the question, please listen to it carefully. If I add up one sentence in the question, the minimum required rate of return for the investor is 21%. Which bond would you suggest? So, what will be the answer? I repeat, minimum required rate of return is 21%. Which bond would you suggest?
None of this.
None of these.
None, none of this. Why none of this?
Because the minimum requirement is 21%.
which is not fulfilled by any of the bond. Hence, none of the investments should be suggested. Perfect. Everyone perfect. Now, if I change the sentence in something like this, minimum required rate of return for the investor is 17%, 17. Which bond would you suggest?
Bond Y and bond Z.
Y and
Bond
Z.
Y and Z.
Bond Y and Z both.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in this case, you all are wrong partially. Your answer should be bond Y. You should not suggest bond Z. Reason? You say
Because it
that
is
you buy
higher
either Y or Z. You
right.
say that you either Y or Z. And if we select Z, can I say going to earn 1% less? So it is bad as a financial advisor for you. When there are
Sir, can
multiple
you
bonds,
repeat?
yes, I'm giving you the answer. When there are multiple bonds which fulfill the requirement of an investor, I repeat, when there are multiple bonds which fulfill the requirement of an investor, here the requirement was 17%, and bond Y as well as Z are fulfilling that requirement. Then in that case, those bonds which are fulfilling the requirement, in that out of those bonds, whichever has the highest YTM, that has to be selected. I repeat the whole thing. When multiple investment in this fulfill requirement of an investor, then in that case, the investment avenue or the bond which gives highest rate of return, that should be suggested. In this case, the investor wanted 17%. Bond Y and bond Z both fulfilled the requirement. Hence, we suggest Y over Z because Y gives higher return than Z. Did everyone understand? Any doubts, any questions over here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, let's go ahead. Write down next question. 20 years, 7.5% GOI bond with face value rupees 10,000 is available in market at rupees 10,600. Find YTM. Those who are confident can go ahead. Those who are not can do with me. The question is same as what we have done. The presentation of data is in different form. YTM is equal to annual interest plus maturity value minus purchase price This is divided by n, the whole maturity value plus purchase price divided by 2. YTM is equal to, the interest rate given is 7.5%, right? 20 years, 7.5%. That is 7.5% of 10,000, which comes to 1050 rupees.
Yes, sir.
Plus maturity value 10,000, nothing is given in the question, minus purchase price 10,600. It is currently available in market as 10,600. So current market price is 10,600. So to find out YTM, you want purchase price. No other price is available. So we take current market price as purchase price. The whole divided by 20. I have written this step specifically this time because there is some change if you notice. There's a negative sign over here. See everyone. Let me know if my calculations are wrong. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why did I do this question? Just for one reason, to inform you that if you get any negative figure over here, do not worry about it. Okay? This was the reason behind giving such data, wherein even if a negative figure comes, do not worry about it. Write down next question. Mr. Shah wants to invest in one of the following bonds having a value rupees 1,000 only if the rate of return is at least 14%. Now you will have to write down data in table form. First column is bond, second is coupon rate, third is period, market price, and maturity value. Bond A, coupon rate 12%, maturity period 5 years, market price 1080, and maturity value 1200. Bond B 15%, period 5 years, market price 920, maturity value 1000. Bond C 14%, 5 years, 1000. Bond D 12%, sorry, 13%, 5 years, 1000, and maturity value will be 1100. Calculate YTM for all four. Calculate YTM for all four. One by one, let me know the YTM for all four bonds. Once it is calculated by you, let me know.
Sir, can you show me the question?
Yeah, sure. I hope you have data what you wanted.
Yes, sir.
Let me know the answers.
Yes, sir. So for A, should I tell?
Hmm.
For A, 12.63%.
Hmm.
For B, 17.29%.
Hmm.
For C, 14%.
Hmm.
For D, it's 14.29%.
Tell me which should we select and why?
B, sir. Bond
Bond
B.
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 Bond B.
Okay. Okay. Can I say that does not fulfill only? Okay. So there is no question about thinking of A, right? He wants now C and D. Which one we should select? Whichever is the highest. So can I say that we will select B? Did everyone understand this? This is what I was trying to explain you some time back, that whenever there are multiple bonds which fulfill the criteria. Okay, so first we need to see how many bonds who are fulfilling the criteria. So we saw that bond A is not fulfilling. B, C, and D are fulfilling. So now we have to select whichever YTM is higher, we should always select. So we selected bond B. Is this correct? Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So please write down a sentence. Bond B is suggested as it fulfills the criteria of 14% and and is highest white among bond B, C, and D.
So can you repeat?
So please repeat.
Okay, I have dictated this sentence. It's not written anywhere, so it may be one word here and there. Bond B should be suggested as it has highest YTM. Bond B should be suggested as it has highest YTM amongst the bonds B, C, and D. Amongst the bonds B, C, and D which fulfill which fulfill the criteria of 14%, which fulfill the criteria of 14% expected rate of return. 14% expected rate of return. Now, if somebody asks me to repeat, it will be a third sentence. But yes, all those sentences are valid because you give the essence that all BCD fulfills the criteria of 14% and B gives the highest amongst B, C, and D. Let's go ahead. Mr. Anik is planning for investment in one of the bonds maturing at par. The details of bond are as follows. Bond face value, coupon rate, maturity period. X 10,000, 6%, 5 years. Y 10,000, 10%, 5 years. Below the table, write down a sentence. The current market price of bond X is rupees 9455. Find the YTM of bond X. Also find the purchase price of bond Y if both the bonds have same YTM. Now in the given question, you have details of face value, maturity value, which is given as maturing at par, current market price of bond X. So you can find same. So that
Because your
means
voice is breaking.
we need to find out purchase price. Okay. Okay. So what I was telling is, for bond X, you have maturity value, coupon rate, purchase price, and the period. All those things which are required to find out YTM. So you can find out YTM of bond X. In relation to the second part of the question, which is asking you to find out purchase price of bond Y, they are giving a relation between bond X and bond Y, which is they have same YTM. So in the given formula of YTM, we can put the YTM and find out purchase price, because that is the purchase price is the only thing which is missing in the formula of YTM. So I request you all to first find out the YTM of bond X, and then we will go ahead with the calculation of the purchase price of bond Y if the YTM of both the bonds are same. Find out the YTM of bond X. YTM is equal to interest plus maturity value minus purchase price divided by N, the whole divided by maturity value plus purchase price divided by 2. So in the given question, we have an interest of 6% for bond X. 6% of 10,000 rupees face value is 600 plus maturity value at par 10,000 minus purchase price 9455, the whole divided by 5 years maturity period. 10,000 plus 9455 divided by 5. So we have 600 plus how much?
109.
109.
Correct. 109. The whole divided by 9727.5. Is equal to 0.0729, that is 7.29%. Let's go ahead. I hope everybody got 7.29 as YTM of bond X. Now we will write down the formula for YTM of bond Y. YTM is equal to interest plus maturity value minus purchase price divided by N, the whole divided by maturity value plus purchase price divided by 2. Now in this formula, if you see, we have YTM because YTM of bond X and bond Y is same, and we just found out that bond X has YTM of 7.29%. We have coupon rate, so we have interest. We have maturity value because it is maturing at par. We have period 5 years. It is just that we don't have purchase price, and that to find out. So can I say that that is the only thing missing in the whole formula, and that we can easily find out. So let us substitute the data and see how can we solve. So YTM of bond Y is, I'll not take in percentage. I'll write down 0.0729 is equal to the coupon rate given to us is 10%. 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. 1,000 plus. It is maturing at par. So maturity value will be 10,000 minus purchase price. Now we will not write down purchase price or P. We'll write down X for our calculation divided by 5. The whole divided by 10,000 plus X. Now this is what we need to solve. Just find out X and you get the answer. So 0.0729 is equal to 1,000 plus, can I say over here, 2,000 minus 0.2x. Did I write correctly? Kindly let me know. And in the denominator, it will be 5,000 plus 0.5x. I just divided by 5 in the numerator and divided by 2 in the denominator. Taking the denominator to LHS and we multiply. So 5,000 into 0.0729, that will be 364.5 plus 0.0729 into 0.5, that will be 0.03645x is equal to 3,000 minus 0.2x. Now let us rearrange the whole data. So 0.2x plus 0.03645x is equal to 3,000. If somebody does not understand what am I doing, unmute yourself and speak up. I'll explain you in detail. Obviously, I'm writing down everything in detail, but I'll give you more explanations about it. So that will be 0.23645x is equal to 2635.5. X is equal to 2635.5 divided by 0.23645, which is equal to rupees how much?
$11,146.1197.
Did everyone get this? Any doubts? Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. We have one more question, last question for the day. Also last question for here. Next time we'll start with bond duration. Now this question what I'm giving is to be solved by you fully right. I'll not give you any.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
I told nothing. I just told that this question you have to solve on your own and give me the answer. I'm not going to explain anything. An investor is considering to purchase the following bond. Face value rupees 1000, coupon rate 10%, maturity at par 4 years. Number one, if the investor expects a yield of 12%, what is the maximum price he should pay? Number two, I request everyone to please mute yourself. Number two, if the bond is selling for rupees 940, what IRR? Solve on your own. So what is the answer for number 1?
Is it 935.4839?
935. I am not sure of the answer, but I'm just
Nine
writing down
thirty
what you.
five point 4839.
Okay, this is the first answer we got. Did anyone get any other answer, or if this is the answer what you are getting?
And for second one is 11.86.
11.86.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Others? Did somebody try? Did somebody check? Did somebody solve? If you have tried, solved, give me the answers. Nobody else did it. First part का तो बताओ.
Yes, sir. Same answer.
So first
Same
part
answer.
is the same answer.
Okay. What about the second part? Doing it? Okay. So do tell me, how did you solve the first part? What step did you take to solve the first part?
So we
Manali,
substituted
Kajal.
the same way. Substituted the same way. Like YTM is 12%. So it's
Mm-hmm.
0.12 equal
Mm-hmm.
to 10% is
Correct.
coupon. So 10% of.
So you just substituted the data in a YTM formula
Yes,
to get the purchase price, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. I just want to give you a hint that just look from the angle of a bond valuation and check, do we have data for us to calculate the bond value, and is it a question related to bond value or YTM? Everybody think. If you want, just write down the formula of bond valuation and check whether do we have all the data to find out value.
Sir,
Yes,
Yes.
yes, sir.
the purchase price is 766.1393 and the
766.
IRR, yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just writing down 760. That's fine. And IRR?
Sir, 766.1393.
1396. Okay.
Sir,
I just listed.
766.1393, not 6.
ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
And IRR?
And the 22.12%.
Okay. So I was discussing with you all that think from the point of view of bond valuation, write down the formula and check, do we have all the answers, or do we have the figures to substitute in the bond valuation formula for the first part?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
You don't have all the data for the bond valuation formula?
No, sir, we have it.
It's there, sir.
Okay. So now find out the value from the point of view of bond value. Find out the answer from the formula of bond value and check. How much did you all get?
$999.99.
Is it 999.99? I'm getting this value. Check.
Sir,
367.28.
939.23.
Correct. Did everybody understand that the first part was in relation to the bond valuation and the second part was in relation to YTM, wherein the YTM answer is 11.86, perfectly corrected. Surya, I don't know how did you get 22.12%.
I made a mistake in the middle. Now I understood.
Okay. Okay. I hope everybody understood. This is it from my side for the day. We have completed the parts of bond valuation and YTM. We will start with the bond duration next time and we will complete it. So next lecture will be end for bond valuations. It is the bond duration is easy but a little tricky. You need to understand what you need to do. Please attend it. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have doubt questions in regards to bond valuation or YTM, do ask me right. If not, you all can leave. I have taken up attendance.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, everyone.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
everyone.